But you can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
What the fudge nuggets is going on right now? You know, it's a big news story if I'm making a NASCAR news video and it's not about Hendrick or Jeff Gordon or something regarding that. That's the only time I usually ever make NASCAR news stories, is whether if it involves Hendrick or if it involves the race car itself or something with the sanctioning body. When it has nothing to do with that and I'm still making it, it's a pretty big deal. Mr. Worldwide 305 really taking over the sport. Jesus Christ.
Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, back at it again and let you know.
If I don't see Pitbull performing at the Daytona 500, I'm going to be very upset, all right? He better be performing. You better be there, buddy. All right, so for those of you that don't know, yeah, Ganassi sold up. I'm going to make a lot of jokes probably throughout this video. I'm sorry. Oh, God, I feel so many ways about this. The main thing is I find it really funny the first year without Larson. Oh, we're going to sell up. See ya. Oh, God have mercy. This is just a personal opinion of mine I've had for years. No hard feelings, but I just haven't really respected Ganassi's NASCAR program in a long time. I have always believed that they just have never been very good. And yeah, so I just find it really funny that 1 year after Larson isn't there anymore, because I believed he carried their asses for years, they just sold up. They just closed shop. All right, see you later. We got a buyer. We're gone. Lord have mercy. What is going on? How do we live in a world where Michael Jordan owns a NASCAR team and Chip Ganassi doesn't? What matrix are we in? Think about it this way. Remember DEI? Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. Just think about this, all right? I'm going to blow your guys' minds. Pitbull now owns what essentially is DEI. What the hell? Pitbull owns DEI. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. What has happened? Listen, when that organization was created back in the day, 20-something years ago, you told me Pitbull would own them? Oh, Lord. What has happened? Dear God.
Mr. Worldwide, daddy.
And then Ty Norris, who basically was at DEI, is now in charge of DEI again. In a weird, he was in charge of DEI, then he wasn't, then he was in charge of Trackhouse, and now he's in charge of DEI. Oh, the world. It's full circle. Oh, beautiful. Can we get Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in DEI? Can we give some ownership equity or something? Can we just get you back in there? Can we actually have an Earnhardt, be like, part of DEI? Like, actually, like running the thing? Just, it is called Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. An opinion, I don't know. Adam Stern with one of the biggest Stern bombs I've ever seen. Trackhouse today is announcing that it has purchased Chip Ganassi Racing's NASCAR operation. CGR is no more, which was taken over from DEI, and now DEI is turned into Trackhouse Racing with Pitbull.
Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, back at it again and let you know.
Still trying to wrap my head around that one. You know how still working on it. Let's look at what Denny delivers. You're always here, my friend. Yeah, I think Juan Pablo Montoya is gonna have some crazy thoughts about this one. That's definitely right there. My queen. Oh, she my queen. My queen. Oh, we already got the negative comments. What is this? Not a good look for NASCAR if new people can come in and just buy historic teams. Sad to see the death of the sport happen. Michael Jordan owns a NASCAR team. Who cares? Joe Gibbs owns a NASCAR team. Who cares? Like, Jesus. Get over yourself. Plus, it's not like Trackhouse is bad. They came in their first year in the sport, and they're doing awesome with Daniel Suarez. Now, with them purchasing CGR, I'll be able to get a closer look at them and see just exactly how they're doing in the years to come. This will mean that they will get a second ride. Now, I don't know if Kurt is going to stay. So I don't know who's going to get the second ride here. That'll probably come out later on. But yeah, Daniel Suarez will be one driver. That's obviously clear. The second driver, you would assume maybe Kurt will keep a ride. What happens to Chastain? I don't know. That's going to be... It's not going to be a 3-car team. That's not what I think is going to happen. This is going to be a 2-car team still. So they're going to take the team from Trackhouse and I guess take one of the CGR cars. This is weird. CGR is basically now Trackhouse. Trackhouse is now CGR. I don't know exactly how many cars they're going to have. It's probably a 2-car team, but we'll see how that, that goes in the future. Hey, this guy got the right idea. Hopefully Ross comes with him. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think Ross is gonna be the odd man left out. Hopefully Ross. Yeah, I don't think he will. I don't know. I just don't know if Ross has done enough in the time of him being at CGR. Welcome to Silly Season 2022. Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the point of Brad Keselowski is gonna be owning and driving. So he's gonna be the first driver owner since Tony Stewart. Is that right? I don't know if has anyone else been a driver. Well, Jeff Gordon was always a driver owner, but that doesn't really count. I think, yeah, Keselowski will be the first one since Tony Stewart to be a driver owner, basically. But yeah, he's gonna own part of that 6 car or whatever, or part of Roush Fenway. Yep. Vince McMahon. Yep. This tweet up there is a massive W. Oh, that's disrespectful to CGR, man. Ooh. Yes, NASCAR Twitter going up into flames. Trackhouse just won NASCAR. Not really. That's actually a good point right there. Is NASCAR just lost Ganassi? Ganassi is let's not be disrespectful to Chip here. That's a big name. On the equivalent of Roger Penske. Imagine if Roger Penske just sold up. So yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. But some craziness going on. Silly season is dead. Ludicrous season has been born. The sport is growing and healthy. I don't think this is a problem. If you've been hearing about what's going on with the sport, I think Dale Earnhardt just said Dale Earnhart Jr. I never want to say just Dale Earnhardt because, sometimes people think I'm talking about senior. We're talking about junior, obviously. Dale Jr. was talking on a I think it was on the radio show today, and he was talking about how running in the Cup Series is going to eventually be cheaper, like much cheaper than running in the Xfinity Series in a few years' time. So yeah, the sport's gonna be fine. And I think you're actually gonna see more investors want to come in because you get these charters. I know you guys have explained it to me multiple times, but I still don't fully understand the charter, the whole charter system. But basically, these new investors or if you want to own a team and be in the Cup Series, you need to get the charter. And so to get the charter, Trackhouse just bought the whole thing. They bought the entire organization instead of just buying a charter that might be on sale. So, yeah, that's a little bit crazy. Any more craziness? What is this? Oh, that's Ryan Vargas. Yeah, there's okay. Everyone's like wet. Oh, everyone was thinking this was just gonna be Kurt Busch is gonna join Trackhouse Racing. Nope. This is gonna be well, everyone's joining Trackhouse Racing. Yeah, Pitbull. I might have to make this the thumbnail. This literally might have to be the thumbnail. Mr. NASCAR. Mr. Worldwide, Mike McCoy. If I do end up making this, oh, he follows me. Mike, if I do make this thumbnail, it's all yours. All right. I don't know if I will though. It's pretty cool though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Kurt might be the second driver at Jordan, so yeah, Ross might actually stay. But yeah, second car at Jordan, and then second car here at Trackhouse. I'm gonna have to stop. I can't call it CGR anymore. So second car at Trackhouse. Oh. Beautiful scenes. Yes, Lando. You're doing absolutely beautifully in Formula 1, by the way. God bless your soul. You're doing great. We love you. Yeah, and this is the whole game of trying to get these charters. Justin Marks just literally dropped his big willy in his big wallet and was like, here you go. Pitbull probably helped out with that as well. Yeah, it's all a money game right now. It's all business and pay now to save later. That's essentially what these guys are doing. Get your spot. Get your spot into the VIP club, which is going to be the Cup Series. Get your charters, and when you get it, yeah, the value of that's going to go up exponentially because of just how cheap it's going to be to run in the Cup Series in the next few years with the new car. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. Oh, right here. Okay, so good thing I saw this. Mark said Kurt Busch and Ross Chastain are top candidates for the second car. They will talk to RCR about how any potential alliance looks like and will continue using the Hendrick ECR engine. Okay, so Ross really went from driving the McDonald's car to working to McDonald's. Don't do that to my man, to my watermelon man. So Marks is actually having a press conference right now, but so he bid on 4 charters and lost out on all of them. For other teams, he thinks it's still possible to run without a charter. But yeah, he was trying to get the charter to make it a 2-car team, and they didn't get it, or he couldn't get it, so he just... That is a massive, just big dick energy move. Like, you can't get the charter, so you just buy the whole thing. What the hell? Jesus Christ, I wish I was that rich. Lord have mercy. I wonder if Pitbull gave him that advice. Was he just like, hey, you know what? Here's a few mil. Mr. Worldwide gives you the the approval will help you out and just buy everything. In the end, guys, I find this to be all pretty funny. It's just so weird how this all happens. Was not expecting that at all. I mean, it's great news for Daniel Suarez. I mean, Lord have mercy. He's now just he's riding along. He's with a good team. We'll see how they do. You know, I'm still probably gonna think of Trackhouse as just CGR. Still, you know, I'm not really gonna think too much about it, unless they can compete, you know, with the big boys, which they really can't, not yet. You know, Trackhouse and CGR have not been able to compete with the big boys. So when they can, you know, with Hendrick and Penske and SHR when they have their cars, right, which they don't have this year, but you know, Hendrick, Penske, Gibbs, SHR, when they can get to that level, I still think of CGR and Trackhouse around the level of, and this hurts me to say, around the level of Roush Fenway. Do you know how that hurts, all right? When I was growing up, Roush Fenway was a powerhouse, okay? So I wish, still, to this day, for many years, that Roush Fenway would somehow come back from the depths of pain and get to be a powerhouse again. But yeah, they're around Roush Fenway. They are around RCR, and that kind of area level at the moment. They're not really up with the big four, as the main four that I like to call them, which is Hendrick, Penske, Gibbs, and SHR. In the end, I don't think this is bad for NASCAR. I don't really know where that's coming from. Like, oh, Ganassi's leaving. I mean, doesn't really matter. I mean, does it? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but does it? What has Ganassi really ever done in NASCAR? They've never really done much, honestly. Ever since they came in with, did they come in with McMurray, I think, back in the day? Is that when they came in? But they're massive in IndyCar. Let's not get that, you know, mixed up. Massive in motorsports in general, but it's not like they're just leaving. They're not just leaving. You know, Justin Marks and Pitbull and everyone at Trackhouse, they came into the sport and they just took over. I don't see a negative part in it. I think it's kind of cool. And this is a good point right here from Elite Precision. On a serious note, I think Chip Ganassi was in a tough spot. Kurt probably told Chip he was leaving, which means no Monster Energy. That's bringing money to that team, and that's a huge loss ever since he lost Larson. That's true. So obviously losing Larson, which then you lost. Who was Larson's sponsor? Credit One, because when Larson did his whole, you know, mistake, Credit One left, and so they left Larson and they left CGR. So then they bring in Kurt Busch, and Kurt Busch brings Monster. But that's all, you know, that they really have. So now when Kurt is probably going and Monster is going to be leaving, you're not going to get who are you going to get? So then you sell up, you know, and then you have Trackhouse over here that might be able to get sponsors. So it is what it is. It's unfortunate. I'm going to end it there, guys. That's some crazy news. Some crazy news. But in the way it all comes, I find it cool that, you know, that Ty Norris is in charge basically again of DEI. I'm gonna call. Can I just call this team DEI? Am I allowed to do that? I'm just gonna, you know, Trackhouse is cool and all. I'll just call them DEI. Pitbull, you are in charge of DEI. You and Justin Marks, congratulations. Dale Earnhardt Incorporated is yours. All right, there we go. Bring in Dale Jr. if you can, please, and let's actually get the name back to DEI. That'd be great. Junebug, you don't have to stay at Junior Motorsports, all right? DEI was the original Earnhardt, all right? That's where you should be, my friend. Okay, let's get that back. I want that back. I want that logo back. That DEI logo. Ooh, that's beautiful. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'm going to end it there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already. Shout out to all the Patreon supporters. It's 2 videos in a row. I have left you guys to the end of the video. I am sorry. That will not happen tomorrow. I promise. I will make sure I fix that. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.